welcome in. Welcome back to another juicing video where we share all of the good things and we leave out all of the bad. Okay, tonight's video, we're doing a summertime special. Okay, so we're going to be sharing a juice recipe that's going to help you. It's going to give you head to toe benefits. It's perfect for summertime, and I literally cannot wait to share. So, if you are just now tuning in or if you're catching the replay, welcome. My name is Adrienne. On this channel, we talk about all of the juicing benefits. We talk about all things juicing from head to toe. We go through all of the bodily systems. You have 12 body systems, okay? 12. 12 body systems. And on this channel, it is my goal to give you a juice that helps with every single body system, okay? So I look forward to walking you through this journey and to watching you reverse your diseases, okay? Reverse your diseases, reverse your chronic illnesses, your chronic issues, take back your health and take back control of your health for you and your family. So we do that through the power of juicing over here. Okay. Whoever said juicing doesn't work or is not relevant, they weren't doing it right. Okay. They haven't met me. Anyway, welcome in, you guys. Tonight is super special, very, very exciting. I have been re I have been in my prayer. I have been in my prayer bag, okay, regarding this YouTube channel and all of the things that it comes with. YouTube is not an easy feat, okay? And so I have a few things coming down the pipeline. We've got some changes coming, but we'll talk about those in just a second. Let's get donned up and talk about the juice that we're going to be talking about tonight. Are you guys ready? Are y'all ready? I'm ready, okay? Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, so we are very excited. I'm very excited for this recipe. I just love all things summer and spring, and all things is very, I just love it, right? Hang on one second. All right, let's see here. All right, you guys, y'all ready? I just love all things warm weather. We like the long days. We like the extended daylight. We enjoy the uh, walks after dinner. Are you going on walks after dinner? You so should. If you don't, if you haven't already, if you haven't implemented them, let that be the one thing that you do to change your habits over the next 3 to 4 months while the sunshine is giving you extra hours. Okay. Anyway, all right, y'all. So tonight we're going to be talking about a recipe that I literally just made this up. Okay. Normally I get my recipes from books or from, different, different places, whatever. But this one, it was in my thoughts. I was like, I wonder what this would taste like together. Okay. And I kind of just built it from there. So, we're going to talk about the recipe. We're going to talk about what it's good for. We're going to talk about the ingredients. Then we're going to talk about like what it's good for, what it does. And of course, it is a summertime recipe. So that might give away one or two of the ingredients. But without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about what's in this juice. Okay, so tonight we have pineapple. Okay, pineapple was a late addition to the recipe because I was like, honestly, because I have a couple of things that I'm trying to get rid of. I'm not gonna lie to you. So we have an abundance, a little bit of abundance of pineapple. So tonight's recipe is going to include pineapple. Then we're going to include good evening, welcome. Then we're going to include some strawberries. Okay, so this is 1 pack of strawberries. These are indeed organic strawberries. You see that? Organic strawberries. And I always like to point this out. If you're not ever sure if your strawberries are organic, they always have a green label compared to the regular ones. Wherever you get your regular ones from, they typically are farmed or sourced differently, whatever. But your organic ones, no matter where you buy them from, a organic market, Walmart, your Publix, Wegmans, they will always have some type of green indignation on them. Okay, so keep that in mind whenever you're searching around for strawberries. The green makes them stand out more. So if you're like looking organic, no, just look for a green label that usually matches whatever label the store carries. But this label will always be in green no matter what. Okay. So little tricks of the trade that you can look to. So we have strawberries. And then down in here, y'all, I don't want to turn my fingers colors, but down in here we have a beet, right? We have beet tonight. And then we have, oh, there it is. There you can see it right there. Beet. We've got beet in there. And then as you can see, the star of the show is the watermelon, right? So I'm very curious tonight. Remember last week, I wasn't sure what color our juice is going to be. Tonight, I'm very curious as to if the watermelon is going to have a stronger cooling flavor or if that pineapple, that succulent flavor is going to take over. So put your guesses down below as to what you think that this juice is going to house. What flavor do you think that this juice is going to house? Is it going to be watermelon dominant or is it going to be pineapple dominant? I don't know, but I'm very curious to find out. Either way, let's go ahead and put our ingredients in. And no, I do not peel my strawberries whenever I'm juicing them, only because I'm not juicing them by themselves. If I was juicing them by themselves, I would definitely take these off, but because I'm not, and I also was heard or saw something somewhere that said that this green actually has some good nutrients in it. So I'm like, okay, can't hurt anything, right? If I was eating it or putting it on some yogurt or something, I always peel those off and I never feed them to the kids. But in a juice, whatevs, okay? Especially with me not serving it to customers. Customers, you're thinking pineapple's going to be the more taste? I don't know. We'll see, right? We'll see. So let's do this. All right. We've already got some liquid starting to come out here. So our measurements are measuring at, we did 1 pack of, listen, that's a lot of juice to be trying to, let's see what we got. That's a lot of juice to be trying to we're going to pour that up in here. Okay. And then, yeah, that's a lot of juice to be trying to we don't know what's going on there. So our measurements are measuring at, we have a whole pack of strawberries, okay? So this is 16 ounces, right? So 16 ounces of organic strawberries. This is 1 whole pineapple. This is about 1/2 of a seeded watermelon, okay? And then we have 2 beets. They were probably about the size of like a small orange, right? Like maybe the size of a cutie. They were not big at all. They were locally sourced from the farmers markets here. And so they were not overly sized at all. So, all right, let's get her started here. So we haven't put any of the pineapple in yet, but yeah. So, all right, while that's doing its thing, let's talk about our quote of the day, okay? Let's talk about our quote of the day. So, our quote of the day comes directly from Good Energy. Y'all, I could never put this book down and it would not be long enough. Like it's just so much good in here. And I really couldn't pick one. But so anyway, so tonight's quote says, "There is no question that the American medical system has produced miracles in the past 120 years. But we have lost our way when it comes to preventing and reversing metabolic conditions that account for over 80% of healthcare costs and deaths today." Mm, 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 mm. Wow. Let's put our pineapple in and I'll read it one more time to y'all, okay? Let's do this. Uh-oh, we're full already. My goodness. Ooh, look at that rich ruby red color. Can y'all see that? That rich, rich red color. Beautiful. Let's put our pineapple in and then we'll go back to our fun facts for the day, okay? All right. One more time for the ones in the back, okay? So this says, "There is no question that the American medical system has produced miracles in the past 120 years, but we have lost our way when it comes to preventing and reversing metabolic conditions that account for over 80% of healthcare costs and deaths today." Preventing and reversing metabolic conditions, right? These are not chronic illnesses that you cannot reverse. These are not death sentences, right? But that's what it's turned into. So I just wanted to put that into your hearing on tonight, okay? Yes. So excited for this, y'all. So excited. We think it's gonna be a watermelon strong taste, or we think it's gonna be a, what are we thinking? Right. It's a beautiful color though. Beautiful color. So while that's finishing up, we're gonna look at that. Look at how pretty. So pretty. This is gonna be our juice for the next few days. Okay, we are in need of some juice, but with these kids, Malachi is drinking juice now, y'all. My oldest is drinking juice now, so that is a big testimony and a big win. Okay, I've been juicing for 3.5 years, and he would not touch a juice, especially green juice, y'all. But he is drinking. He's drinking juice. He eats celery and cucumbers. He would not drink anything with celery and anything green. He wouldn't, and now he is. So what a big testimony for me over here. Okay, listen, when you change, the people around you will change, but you have to be consistent. I just said 3.5 years. This has been a journey with my oldest. So very excited about that. Anyway, y'all, okay, let's talk about the benefits of this juice. I have a good energy. Well, thank you. Thank you. I try. Okay, I try. All right, let's see here. Let's talk about the benefits of this juice. Okay, so beets, watermelon, strawberry, and pineapple. That's what this juice has in it. Beets are great for blood flow, anything blood flow, blood pressure. They have natural nitrates in there. It's also good for muscle recovery. It's good for stamina. It's good for liver detoxing and overall cardiovascular. That's what beets are good for and known for. Watermelon is extremely high in it's high in water, but it's also high in what's the word? Hydrating, I guess I should say. It's extremely hydrating, right? Which helps to reduce inflammation, because it's like, instead of it being like in those joints, now it's like lubricated, okay? And that's what we want. We want those joints lubricated. It helps promote kidney function and cools the body, right? So that's why it's a great summertime fruit or summertime addition, because it's hot out, and watermelon helps to cool you from the inside just by its natural properties. It also helps with blood vessels health as well, and erectile function. Okay, so it helps, y'all. Helps. Strawberries are good for immune support. They're good for protecting cells from damage. And they also help to regulate blood sugar, right? Because those berries, those antioxidants, keep the blood sugars regulated and keep it low. So, and they support heart health, right? I'm serious. I'm for real. Listen, the pineapple has the enzyme called bromelain in there, which helps to fight inflammation and digestion. And so we've got a couple of inflammation fighters in there with the watermelon and the pineapple, right? Those are your inflammation fighters. Then we've got your blood support, which is your beets and your strawberries. And then we've got your sweet component, of course, is the pineapple. And then the pineapple is also great for reducing bloating, because it has that bromelain, and that bromelain is it's like a protein. How can I say this? It's like the bromelain eats, I don't want to say eats protein, but it eats like fat compounds, right? So it's like it eats the fat compounds. So I don't know how to make that make sense, but I hope that makes a little bit of sense for you. It's a great detox. Pineapple is a great detox. Okay, it's a great detox juice. All categories. Okay, so whatever your kind of journey you're on, as long as you're not diabetic. If you are diabetic, then I would definitely advise to switch out the pineapple for apple, or to leave it out altogether. Okay, because it's high in sugar. It's high in sugar. Even natural sugars. Yes. Anyway, all right, y'all, look at this. Look at this. How beautiful. How beautiful is that? We're going to leave a little bit in here. Well, no, let's pour it all up, and then we'll pour a little bit up so that do you guys eat much mango there? Yes, I do eat mango. Mango is more for smoothies though, not so much juices because it's thicker. So it's more like your bananas, mangoes, like avocados. Those kind of things don't have as much water content in them. So you want to put those in like the smoothies more than the juices. Okay. So that's kind of my advice there. I did have one on the menu here that had mango in it, but I just got rid of it because of that very reason. And it wasn't even that popular. So yeah. Anyway, so hope that answers your question. So we're going to drink up. We're going to taste this. We're going to see how this goes. And then I'm going to give you guys a couple of quick announcements and updates, y'all. How about it? How about it? How about it? How about it? Yum, 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 yum. Okay, let's taste it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. This is so good. This is so good. I'm so glad I made a lot because this is so good. I'm definitely going to have to say that it's probably like a 60-40 split with that watermelon and pineapple. Pineapple is barely leading the charge. Barely leading the charge. That pineapple, that watermelon is strong and she is working her tail off in this juice, but pineapple is just a little bit sweeter. Oh my goodness. Wow. This is so good. I just made this up. I literally just made this up. I was like, I don't know. We'll see. Let's try it out, right? So good. So glad that I did, okay? Get you some for real, okay? Get you some for real, y'all. So good. Highly recommend. Definitely a 10 out of 10 for sure. The watermelon gives it like a cool aftertaste, right? So that's where I say it's like a 60-40 because you can really taste that watermelon. Like you taste the pineapple going in, you taste the watermelon coming, like going out, like, right? Like as it's going down, you taste the watermelon. So it's super, super, super hydrating. It's super balanced. It's just great, right? I think this also would be wonderful with some, either you could add some cucumber to it to put your green in there. You could also add some mint to this, and I think that the mint would just set it off. Okay. And I'm not even really a big mint slash cool type drink person, right? But I really think that this would go great in here. Or some basil. Like I've already about drank this whole thing. Only because I have so much left. Because otherwise I'd be like, okay, y'all, I'll save it for tomorrow. But I don't have to because I have a lot. This is how much we have left. All right. So, anyway, y'all. Okay. So, let's do a couple of quick announcements. So, all right. Y'all have been rocking with me for literally the past 6 months. We started this journey in December. And in December of 2024, we started this and we were on a trajectory of 7 days a week. We were going live 7 days a week. And from that, we have leveled out a little bit, right? We found a new balance through the ups and the downs, the rhythms of the time, the year, the farmers markets, like all kinds of different things that have come up schedule wise and all the things. And we've kind of found a rhythm. Well, have you guys heard of the quote that the only constant in life is change? Well, we are changing things up again. I'm going to do my best. You guys can vote or whatever, let me know, but we're going to do our best to. We are going back in the direction of pre recorded videos. That's what we're going to do for the rest of the year and moving forward. We're going to go back for pre recorded videos and we're going to leave these live sessions to a monthly rotation and not a weekly rotation. Okay. We're going to go back to the pre-recorded videos. This is the thing. I want to still build that community with you guys. So I want to hang out with you in the comments. I want to premiere the videos and hang out with you in the comment section. Okay. So, what we're going to do is the same videos that I come on live with every week, we're just going to um, curate them and make them all, all the things. And we're going to prepare them and we're going to premiere them instead of me coming on live to share the recipe with you and cut up vegetables with you on live. We're just going to do all that in recorded format. And then I'll come and upload that video and we can hang out in the comment section during the premiere, right? How does that sound? Sound good? I hope so. So, I plan to do that after toward the end of June. Okay. People might enjoy you also seeing the shop before on live. Yes. So that's the point. So I want to very much maintain the community aspect of this channel for sure. Um, but I want to kind of be able to push out a little bit more, and I can pre-record videos and kind of prepare them in snippets more than being able to come on live like this every week, right? And so because of the schedule and because of availability and all the things and just how much goes into one YouTube video, I want to be able to put them together for you and kind of, making a fun experience for you guys to watch. So we're going to stick to live. So we're going to try to come out of the month of June with the rest of the month being live videos. And then beginning in July, right? This is enough heads up, 2.5 weeks. Beginning in July, we're going to go back to live. We're going to go back to pre-recorded videos. Same juice content, right? As well as we kind of took a break or kind of got sidetracked a little bit with this changing of the seasons. We are getting back on our bandwagon for our body systems. Okay. I think we've covered 3 body systems. We have 8, 9 to go. Okay. And so we're going to get back on our bandwagon for our bodily systems. And we're just going to chuck through. We're just going to chuck through. Okay. I want to give you guys all of the different systems. I want to give you something for every ailment. I want to give you a juice for every, as many as possible, every body system at least. Male, of course, male and female is different, but the overarching idea is we have 12 body systems and 12 months to talk about them. Okay. So that's kind of the overarching idea there. So I hope that you enjoy what's coming down the pipeline. Also, if you are not signed up for my newsletter, now is the time to do that. Okay. I promise you, you don't want to miss what is coming down the pipeline. You don't. My website is almost finished. It's almost done. Go ahead and click the link in the description to be the first to be notified when it goes live. Okay. You will be able to order juice from me to you anywhere in the country. Okay. Can you believe that? Anywhere in the country. Like, oh my gosh, I think you have the personality to go full cooking show, but you are probably time poor with kids and stuff. You're absolutely correct. The idea is for me to do that down the line. Okay. I am definitely in a season right now. My children are 7 and 2. Okay. And so very young, very busy, absolutely time poor. Okay. 100%, 100%. And so, but we're working on it. Right. And that's, again, that's the idea with me being able to free up my time. I can edit these videos. I'm an early riser. So 3, 4 a.m. And so I can edit the videos at that time, and then we can watch them together at this time. If this is the time that you guys are online, if this is the time that you guys prefer, if this is the time that you guys want to kind of congregate in the comment section, we can watch those videos together and I can premiere them at 8:30 at nighttime. And then we can kind of just go from there, right? And it'll be 10, 15 minutes, same amount of time kind of that we spend here. And it'll just strictly be juice content with a little bit of flavor added in there because it won't be live. We'll be able to do a little bit of editing and add some personality in there that way. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that you guys enjoy that. I hope that it, I think that it'll be good. I really do. I really think it'll be good. Yeah. So, yeah, that's coming from a couple of mentors of mine that have, whatever. So anyway, I'm looking forward to that. That's going to start in July. I want to continue the month of June. I thought about starting it now, but I want to finish out the month with with my word. I want to keep my word. But starting in July, we will be back to pre-recorded videos every single week. Okay. So those premieres we'll premiere them. We'll try to stick to our Thursdays if you guys like. The goal is to get up to 2, maybe even 3 days a week of YouTube videos, just because they're quick. They're 20-minute raw videos is probably a couple hours of editing. So hopefully it's not a big overhaul, and we'll see how it goes, right? But we're going to start with one a week, and we're going to start with one body system at a time. So July, beginning in July, we're going to, maybe toss in a vlog every now and then. I have a batch juicing video that I just did that we're going to put up for you guys. I got a couple of farmers market videos we're going to sprinkle in there at some point. And we're going to start with the first body system up on or next body system, I should say, that's up is the skeletal system. Okay. The skeletal system, y'all. It's a real one, right? It's a skeletal system. So if you've got arthritis, you've got lupus, if you have any joint issues, inflammation, you got, you cracking and aching and anything spine related, anything joint, bone, you moving slow, you cracking, need to see a chiropractor, all those things. We're going to have some juices for you. So if you have inflammation in any area of your body that the joints connect, right? The elbow is connected to the, scoliosis from sitting. Yes, absolutely. On the computer too long. You're absolutely correct. Yes. Or from, birth. Maybe, did you see a chiropractor and it went wrong, right? Degenerative disc disease, right? All of these different things are absolutely healable. I don't know if that's a word, and reversible, right? They are controllable conditions. Okay. So have hope. So the first one up is the skeletal system. I'm so excited for what's going on. So y'all sign up for my newsletter. As soon as I get off here, it will be in the description box. As soon as I get off here, it will be in the description box. Sign up for my newsletter. That is where the first place. I've promised you guys that the newsletter family is going to be the first ones to be notified of all updates and changes and websites and ebooks that launch and all of that. So you want to be the first to be on that list. So, hey, if they sell out before we make an announcement, then they just sell out before we make an announcement. Mind you, we don't have hundreds, okay? We have maybe 10, 12. It's just me, okay? I'm the CEO, the CFO, the COO. I'm the, chief executive. I'm all of that, right? So whenever I say like we have 10 cleanses, it's because that's all I can handle. You know what I'm saying? So the newsletter people are going to be the first to find out, and then followed by you guys, and then Instagram, and we'll go from there. Okay. And maybe Facebook. Anyway, thank you guys so much for everything. Y'all are just the greatest, absolutely most supportive, positive, commenting, showing up regularly community. And I just love it and appreciate it so much. So thank you. I hope to continue to keep the recipes going. I hope to continue to bring you guys things that you can use. And I really want to be like a central hub for body systems. That is my goal. That is our focus here. That is what's going to, that's what's going to set us apart. So if that's you, then share this video, share any of the videos. We have playlists on the channel: digestive system, cardiovascular system. We've got green juices. We've got all kinds of things on the channel. So find a playlist and share it with a friend or someone that you know needs an easy way to maximize their nutrition. So thank you guys so very much. I will see you next week for another surprise juicing video. And then I cannot wait for July. We're going to start a skeletal system in July. So have a great night, y'all, and try this juice out ASAP. All right, y'all, have a good night.